The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. Coaches like to say, play the next one on the schedule. This one carries a little more weight, a mid-season top 10 showdown. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Will kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll go to the toss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
That's a nice run. This guy has it all, doesn't he? He has speed, he has shiftiness, and he has power. The power reminds me of an old great Sooner running back, Marcus Dupree. Arguably one of the most gifted runners college football has ever seen. A guy that didn't quite pan out at the NFL level because of injuries. This dude has it in him, though, and I'm sure he's reminding a lot of people in the stadium right now of good old Marcus Dupree.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, to get down and don't take a big hit.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air, it's Hawkins. He finds his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10.
Get set, tune up.
He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The Sooner schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but don't do too much and don't, get all over your seats.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll run the option. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Nate?
Oh, look out. There he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the option. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
On the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
And, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Going up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure, you get to hit the quarterback. But 2, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Hard running there. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Back to pass, it's Salter. A shot toward the end zone. He's got it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good. An 84-yard drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They're trying to get to him. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quick strike complete. At the 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense, because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Hawkins. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Splits the uprights, it's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly putting the Buckeye leaves on those helmets just yet. This is a tight one in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Arkansas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
Oh, look out! And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Blue. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Quick pass on the fly motion. They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Second down.
Now on second down. Looking for a man. It's Salter. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Flames.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit about to go to work. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. He's got his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
On third down, going up top. Going for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On 4th down, they'll throw for it. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Touchdown Sooners! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. To the ground with the back. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. Back to throw, it's Salter. Unloads it left. Complete downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. At the 45 on his way. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Bulls his way forward. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And that option game can be tricky, right? But nice job by the defense playing assignment football. And watch the linebacker, you can tell, locked in on the quarterback, chases him down, gets to him, and not only gets to him, doesn't let him break the tackle, gets him on the ground.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Liberty. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
He lets it fly. Makes the catch down the right side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. With the catch, it's Moore. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback will audible. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And I love the wheel route. I love calling it because most of the time I'm going to get my running back who's a fast athlete in space against a linebacker or somebody who can't catch him. Nice play design. Nice job throwing it out in front of him. He does the rest. Gets in for the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. One more snap coming before halftime. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
What great execution by this offense. It looked like you were about to go into the half trailing. Now, with this answer, this scoring drive, you got the lead, you got the momentum, taking it into halftime. Nice job by this offense executing that last drive.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 29 over South Carolina. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. He's right on target. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Scrambling away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
First down.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. Sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might be too little too.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach...
He's loose. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field.
And they get the sack just like that.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. And when he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
The give to the back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Salter, looking to scramble. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Quarterback checking off. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback is snowed under. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On second down, wants to throw. Trying to get to it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They take the lead with the 6. And after that last touchdown toss, look out, Baker Mayfield's record could be going down for single-game touchdown passes.
And you think of all the great quarterbacks and the records that they put up with the Sooners, man. It's impressive. And this guy having himself a day, spreading the ball around, touchdown Palooza. What a nice day.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room. Be found as he stopped at the 18. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just... And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. Afterburners coming. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love this play call. You want to get your playmakers the football in space. What a creative way. This little kind of push pass by the quarterback. Get into the receiver's hands quickly and let him go make yards.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Back to throw, it's Salter. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Running the option, it's Salter. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
Did a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, that's just an amazing individual effort, trying to get back as much yardage as possible to set up a third and manageable situation, right? Nice job in the open field, understanding the situation. You obviously cannot take a sack at this juncture on the drive, so do what you can do to put your offense in a good position here on 3rd down.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Henderson. Touchdown, Liberty! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes a connection. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And that's a first down.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Liberty 42.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. He makes the connection. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He's looking to throw it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's caught inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback checking the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
The give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that.
Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with the QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Lucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 24 over Arkansas. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down and run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's looking for a man on second down. They're setting up the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job on it.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. He maybe gets a yard. They'll mark him at the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Flames with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Salter. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like in that last play.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his act.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards passing.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snap it to the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll go with a direct snap. Tackle is made after the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. Touchdown, Flames! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Throwing right. It's complete. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of